The chilling silence of a Nova Scotia night was shattered not by the usual sounds of rural life, but by the terrifying impersonation of authority. In the quiet coastal community of Portapique, a figure emerged from the shadows, clad in the unmistakable uniform of the Royal Canadian Mounted Police, driving a vehicle that was a near-perfect replica of an RCMP cruiser. But this was no guardian of peace. This was Gabriel Wortman, a man whose meticulously crafted facade of law enforcement was about to unleash an unimaginable reign of terror, turning a peaceful April evening into a 13-hour nightmare that would leave 22 innocent lives extinguished across the province. The very symbol of protection became an instrument of death, leaving a community and a nation grappling with the horror of a wolf in sheep's clothing. Before we delve deeper into this harrowing tale, remember to comment, like, share, and subscribe to the Calendar of Crime so you don't miss future episodes. On April 18, 2020, the tranquility of Portapique, Nova Scotia, was irrevocably broken. What began as a domestic dispute escalated into a meticulously planned and devastating rampage. Gabriel Wortman, a denturist with a history of violence and a fascination with law enforcement, assaulted his longtime partner, Lisa Banfield. He then set his own home ablaze, along with several other properties, initiating a horrifying sequence of events that would unfold over the next 13 hours. That first night in Portapique, 13 people were brutally murdered, their lives stolen by a man who used deception as his deadliest weapon. Wortman's disguise was chillingly effective. He had spent months, even years, acquiring and modifying a Ford Taurus to perfectly mimic an RCMP patrol car, complete with decals and a light bar. He also possessed a genuine RCMP uniform, which he wore to further his deception. This elaborate ruse allowed him to move freely, often approaching his victims under the guise of a police officer responding to an emergency before unleashing his violence. The trust placed in law enforcement was exploited in the most heinous way imaginable, making it difficult for victims to discern friend from foe until it was too late. As dawn broke on April 19, Wortman continued his deadly journey, evading capture and leaving a trail of destruction across rural Nova Scotia. He traveled through communities like Debert, Shubenacadie, and Milford, targeting individuals seemingly at random or those he had previous grievances with. The sheer scale and duration of the attacks, coupled with the perpetrator's ability to blend in, created widespread panic and confusion. The RCMP launched a massive manhunt, but the killer's disguise made him incredibly difficult to identify and track, especially in the early hours of the pursuit. Among the victims were ordinary citizens, families, and even a dedicated public servant. Kristen Beaton, a pregnant nurse, was tragically killed while on her way to work. Perhaps one of the most poignant losses was that of Constable Heidi Stevenson, a 23-year veteran of the RCMP who was killed in a head-on collision and subsequent shootout with Wortman. Her sacrifice underscored the immense danger faced by those trying to apprehend the killer and protect the public. The attacks highlighted critical issues in emergency response, particularly the delay in issuing public alerts, which led to widespread criticism of the RCMP's communication strategy. The rampage finally came to a violent end at a gas station in Enfield, Nova Scotia, on the morning of April 19. After a brief but intense confrontation, Gabriel Wortman was shot and killed by RCMP officers. The 13-hour ordeal, which spanned over 100 kilometers, left 22 innocent people dead, making it the deadliest mass iron shooting in Canadian history. The aftermath brought profound grief to Nova Scotia and sparked a national conversation about gun control, mental health, and police communication protocols during critical incidents. The memory of the Mock Mountie serves as a stark reminder of the fragility of peace and the devastating consequences when trust is betrayed by those who mimic authority. Thanks for watching. Please comment, share, like, and subscribe for future episodes from the Calendar of Crime.